Hey yo, this is another episode of the Steven from the Old Time Podcast. Listen to my dad, he's awesome.
Welcome to a new episode of Steven from the All Time Podcast. My eyes are burning. I don't look into the camera. I am your host, the Ayatollah of hip hop, the whole damn show, the rated R podcaster, and one half of the tag team champions of the world. With my co-host tonight.
Hey yo, what's up? Here's Milenko, man. What's up, everyone? I'm excited for this episode as always.
Yeah, and you give me shit right before we started the episode. So Trap, you
Yeah.
can introduce yourself. He doesn't need one.
And of course, it's me, the showstopper, the man, the myth, the legend, the Black Eric Bischoff. You already know who it is, the other half of the podcast tag team champions of the world, okay? The world, aka the best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Trap All Time. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen out there, please.
So, before we start, I just want to say that before we got onto this, Malenko told me exactly what to do step by step so I don't fuck up his full production of our video. So thank you very much.
Yeah, because I'm a co-host slash producer slash director, editor. Jesus. I have a lot of titles.
Yeah, you got a lot of titles, and I'm super happy that I don't have to pay you for anything. I just give you a spot onto the show.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I'll do it for free. It's fun.
Trap, last night was a huge night. Okay? I know you're excited.
God.
I know Malenko didn't watch it.
No, I didn't.
We messaged each other this morning. Monday Night Raw in
Ooh.
Chicago. Okay?
One of the best for the ages. When I tell you this is one of the best Raws we've had in so long. Listen, it gave you superstars, it gave you cursing, it gave you chaos, it gave you fire promos, it gave you blood. Like what? Oh, I was like,
Oh, they put blood on the.
no,
wow.
yeah, bro.
That's crazy,
I was like, is this the Attitude Era coming back? We had cursing, everything. It was just so fucking amazing.
It stood out. It stood out because
Yes.
I mentioned last time that I get very bored of Raw and SmackDown and I tune out.
SmackDown is always better than Raw. It has been
What?
because to me lately the SmackDown's been better than the Raws because they have more storylines. I feel like they have more. I like Io Sky a lot. Maybe that's
Again,
what it
here we go again with the EO Sky, whatever her
is.
name is. Here we
I
go.
love Io Sky, bro.
Jesus.
She gives you so much good matches, bro.
You
I
like
love it.
SmackDown because of the women's wrestling. Just admit it.
Yes,
That's
the
the
women's
reason why.
wrestling is great. They have Io Sky, Kyrie Sane, Asuka, Bianca Belair. They're gonna introduce Jade on Friday. How can you not? That roster is stacked.
Raw
Yes.
for 3 hours, like I was mentioning, I usually tune out. But last night had
Last
something
night,
different. Last
hmm
night was like I felt like I was 12 years old
hmm
watching the whole thing.
hmm
The beginning with Cody
hmm
Rhodes
Oh,
and The Rock
oh,
surprising. Look, The Rock
oh,
wasn't supposed to be there. Malenko and The Rock came in and he
yo,
surprised.
Okay,
look,
yeah.
you see this? Chills. When he
Goosebumps.
came out yesterday, goosebumps. Did you see the intro, Malinka? You got to see the intro. So the
I
way they
got.
pointed their camera, they
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
the entrance and the lightning strike. Like it's like he comes down from
Wow.
the lightning, like Thanos coming to Earth. Like didn't
Uh-huh.
it look like that? It looked like Thanos was coming to Earth. I was
Look,
like, this is a sick intro, bro.
mhm.
Like it's totally sick.
Because of you
Oh,
guys and WrestleMania coming through, I'll watch
uh-huh.
this episode. I'll go back and watch the Raw
You
episode.
have to watch this
Yeah, I'll do it.
episode.
I'll do it.
Listen, it gave you everything you needed. It gave you good promos. It gave you good matches. It gave you superstars. It gave you everything, blood, everything. What more do you want?
Yeah, you know why they going that hard, huh?
Why?
Because AEW is on
I
their
knew you were
ass.
gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
AEW is on their ass.
You and Steven with this AEW. Listen, I can't explain it to you. The
You're
pay
not
per views
sold.
make
Trap,
you.
you're not
No, the
sold
pay
yet.
per views. No, the pay per views, yes, but the weekly television is so horrible. Okay,
Oof.
You're not.
I did,
The booking is bad. Lazy booking.
no.
Like
The
Jim
last
Cornette would say.
no,
Okay.
the last weeks
Okada
I've been
versus Kenny Inks versus Eddie Kingston. That
that was
match was
great.
horrible.
That was a great match.
He
Okada is
no,
sick.
no. He needs to be in the ring with somebody so you can showcase Okada better. Because people who never seen Okada in like New Japan or don't know of him, they think this is him, and he's not showcasing them good enough. If you're not a fan, you
Mhm.
would think this guy's not good, and he's
I thought
good.
he wasn't good.
That's what I'm saying, Steven, and the guy who knows who he is. I'm watching, telling you, no, it's not good. He
Mhm.
needs better booking. He shouldn't have won a title that fast.
That's true.
And him and Eddie Kingston just don't mesh. He needed to be like, you got to build them up. Make him probably fight Will Ospreay or somebody like they need someone to showcase him.
Mhm.
You're not gonna get fans of him if you don't showcase him right. And that's the problem with AEW. They have lazy booking.
It
Lazy booking.
depends. It depends. I
And
think
every
sometimes they go too quick on a storyline.
yes,
Okay,
or they don't finish the storyline at all.
but that
Yeah.
Edge and Christian Cage storyline
Yes. Okay, that's
is
one
one
of the
for the
few they
books.
have. Yes,
Is one for the
I
books. The
give you
match
that.
itself was phenomenal in the ring.
Yes,
When was the last time you saw
that was a phenomenal match. Yes,
Edge jump out of the ring through the two ropes right onto Christian like that? When was the last time?
I know.
Edge's
I
endurance,
understand that.
his
That was
speed
a
was
crazy match.
back. Going off the ladder, like there was so much involvement that I haven't seen these
I
two
get it.
guys do in so long.
And that's what AEW does and gets you guys. It
But
goes over
listen,
the top so you can forget
WWE
the
would
mid
not do that.
wrestling. That's what it
WWE
is.
wouldn't do
No,
that to them.
because they have good wrestling. See, AEW does all of that over the top so you look past the fucking bad wrestling and acting and promos. So it gives you all of the blood and the
Mm.
tables. And that's what it does. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Darby Allin almost killing himself every match.
Yeah. And
Listen,
yeah,
and you know
it's
what's funny?
crazy.
I like AEW. Like you said, the pay-per-views always get, but the weekly shows when I try to get into it, like I said, I just can't. A lot of times, like they Okada shouldn't have won the title that fast. I don't know what's that
I
about.
agree. But the
And
storyline
like you
right
said, you
now,
see, and like you watching him, you don't think he's good in the ring because they're not showcasing him right and putting him in the right booking. You got him booking with Eddie Kingston. Come on, bro.
but and which I agree, but you can't tell me that there's bad booking with what they're doing with Samoa Joe as champion,
Oh
what
yes,
they're
of
doing with
course,
Swerve Strickland,
of course,
Mm.
what they did with
of
Hangman
course. You know,
Page,
you're
and
right.
that
With
whole
Hangman Page, you're right.
there is really great storylines,
There
but
are
it all depends on who they're showcasing. Look at
right.
Brian Danielson. I don't like Brian Danielson, but I think what they're doing with him
Doing with
and
him is great.
the path that he's on right now, that he's fighting every single one of the people he looks up to or
Hmm.
legends from New Japan that are coming
Yeah,
through. Like he's gonna be fighting Will Ospreay. That's really good booking. They're putting two
that is
people
good
in the
booking.
ring that should be going up against each other. Now I get
Well,
where you're
see,
coming from because you're and this is no this towards you, but you're kind of on the outside looking in, and you're on a high of WWE right now. But AEW is for us three. It's for guys like us three that want to see the in ring performance, that want to see
me
some
too.
crazy shit happen, and we want to see, like, we want to see guys come up. They're giving the opportunity to guys to come up. Like, WWE would have never given Eddie Kingston a chance. They would have never, and they never did already give uh, Swerve an opportunity. They
Of
did
course,
nothing with Samoa Joe. The like, why do you
right.
think Brian Danielson left? Because they weren't
But
doing with anything
but
with
you have
him
to
at the end.
understand though, Vince McMahon was there, even though he wasn't technically, he was still
Yeah.
there, bro. So you have to understand during that time, a lot of things is because Vince McMahon was there still. And you know, Vince McMahon does not like to let control. Now I feel like they're in a new era and a new, under just Triple H now. Vince is not there. Look, they're bringing up fucking Trick Williams and all of these people now. Like you see, Naomi came back. So like, I think that's what it was. So like, I agree with you. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do like AEW and I do like the rest. But like I said again, they have to book them with the right people so people can get involved and so they can see, oh, these people are good in the ring. I just can't get over some of the stuff that they put on. It's just not good. Like, and also you have to have a good balance. Like some of the stuff is just really just over the top. Like every match is just a table or this is like, is this ECW?
It's
Like
kind
what are
of
we
trying
doing?
to it's kind of trying to go
It's
in that lane
that
because
lane.
WWE dropped everything down by like 10. So they
Right.
needed another
The
brand,
PG
another
era.
company to kind of go in that light, and
Go in that
AEW
lane.
was bringing you that. So that's why like
Right.
5 years
I
ago when they started, they
yeah.
were selling themselves on the fact that they were extreme, that they were going to go outside of the box of
And
what WWE wasn't
you
doing.
know how they're gonna lose now? Because now WWE is going to Netflix and now they're gonna get the curse and now they're gonna get to do more stuff. So it's
Mm.
gonna be even hard now to compete now because now they're going to Netflix. They're leaving USA. So now every Monday they're gonna be on Netflix. So you're gonna have people tuning into Netflix. So you're gonna hit all the curses. I'm
I'm
telling you,
excited. I
they're gonna have more matches. Just all the stuff that you're saying AEW has now, WWE is gonna do it now. And
and
it's gonna
and
be better.
and I'll tell you one thing, WWE is taking bits and parts of what
Of
AEW has brought
course.
to wrestling,
I agree.
and they're gonna make it their own. Look at the opening
Yeah,
matches.
I agree.
SmackDown hardly ever opens up with a segment. It opens up with a match. WWE was never doing that.
Of
AEW
course.
is one of the first to do that. And they took that from them. So it's props to AEW. WWE never likes a competitor. Never forget that. WWE never
Mhm.
likes a competitor.
Right.
AEW is a threat. Are they a huge threat? No. Are they a small
Listen,
threat? Yes. Could they make some
yes.
damage? Yes, they can.
Mhm.
If they showcase the talent the right way and if they finish storylines right and if fucking Tony Khan doesn't do be like Eric Bischoff and just throw money at wrestlers who can't perform in the ring, like that's what it is. You have to showcase your real talent. That's all I'm saying with AEW. Yes,
And they
the
and they
pay
and
per
they
views are
have been.
phenomenal.
And they have been with the Samoa Joes of the world, the Swerves, the
Yes,
Hangman Pages, the FTR. Their tag team division is on fire.
you see
Their
how the Royal Rumble.
tag team
Oof.
division is
Yeah.
on fire.
Oh yes, I love it.
So
But see, what I would see in the future now that Vince is going, maybe they do a collab. I could see WWE and AEW doing like a collab in the near future, or somebody coming in like they did with TNA when they brought the chick in for the Women's Royal Rumble. Sometimes they do that, so maybe they might do that. But all I know is they better do something because that Netflix deal could mean big because
Yeah.
they're gonna take that AEW style to a whole other level, and you can't stop it because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, that's huge. It's for sure
That's
when it's jumping on Netflix, I'm gonna watch a bit. The thing that I think WWE should maybe test out the one thing, and it's really crazy what I'm gonna say, but you know when they brought TNA champion
oh
to
yeah,
Royal Rumble,
right,
I
yeah, yeah.
think I think WWE should do a storyline with a real cut, like someone that really cut out of the company, like a
mhm.
Dolph Ziggler. I think if they do something with Dolph Ziggler, bringing
Mm,
him back as like a
that
TNA champion or something, that
that'd
would
be
be
big.
huge. I feel like that's the they should really. I don't think they should fake someone going out and
Right.
come. No, you just use it as a
What
as
happened
a,
to Dean Ambrose? What happened to him?
He's in AEW. He's John
Yeah,
Moxley
yeah,
in
let him.
AEW.
Oh yes,
yeah, Mox. Yeah,
yeah. Let
yeah,
him
yeah, yeah.
come back and do that. They should let him do that. Like,
They
because
should
remember he
do
was
like
part of the Shield. Like that'd be a whole crazy shit. Like, what is he doing here? Like,
that.
that'd
I
be
mean,
fucking
if
crazy.
AEW and WWE
WWE could
unites,
do that. That would be
if they
big.
unite for one,
That
and
would be
I'm
big.
Tony Khan would do it. I
Yes.
don't know about Vince, but Tony
No,
Khan
it's
would
but
do
see,
it a
Vince
hundred
is
percent.
not there. Like the Vince is the
Yeah,
reason.
it's true.
Vince is the reason we didn't get Undertaker versus Sting. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, come on. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, if
He's the reason we didn't get that match.
if Triple H would,
But we got Sting versus Triple H.
yeah, that was
uh,
horrendous.
uh,
Yeah. No,
and then
if
all these old guys coming out, all DX and NWO, and they're all fucking gray
yeah,
and out of shape.
yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So, so what happened? So the
Uh,
intro happened in Raw,
oh,
and
so the
what
intro. All
else?
right, so the intro happened. Cody Rhodes comes out to talk about what happened on SmackDown Friday when he confronted Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns said he'll be there by himself. He just wants to talk. So they cut this promo. Who comes out? Jimmy comes out. and fucking what you call it, Solo. So he starts, all right. So then next thing you know, Cody nods his head. Oh, it's Jey Uso. Oh, it's Seth Rollins. So they come out. It goes off. So tonight, so Raw comes on. Cody's out, cutting his promo. Boom, Rock comes out. They just stare at each other for like a good 7 minutes. I was just like, yo, what is this? It was so intense.
Yeah, it was
The
not.
next
It
thing
was
you know,
something.
he whispers something in his ear, but you don't get what he says, and then he leaves. And then that's the end of the promo.
Okay,
But it
okay.
was so fucking crazy.
To
Then
to
the
to touch on that whole thing. It was funny because The Rock didn't have to say anything.
mm-mm,
Just his presence in the ring with Cody Rhodes made that
mm-hmm,
story just
right,
elevated to the next level. It brought so much tension and so much more heat to the
right,
promo that it left
mm-hmm,
people like, I want more. I need more
mm-hmm,
tonight. So
mm-hmm.
at the end,
Oh, we gotta
at
get
the end,
there.
we got to
Oh
get to that
man,
before we get into the next
yes,
part. At the end,
yes,
um, the bloodline came to the ring while Jey Uso was having a match against
mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce that guy's name, whatever. Um, so
Nakusora,
yes, so Cody
yes,
Rhodes came out, started attacking Jimmy Uso. They went to fight into the back. Uh, Cody Rhodes threw Jimmy Uso wherever through a door outside, and all of a sudden, The Rock
mm-hmm,
attacks Cody Rhodes.
yes,
You haven't seen The Rock fight in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
nope,
and he gave Cody Rhodes a beating after coming on the
Wow.
first segment, the intro to Raw, not
yep,
saying a word and
mm-hmm,
leaving, to coming to the end of the show and giving Cody Rhodes a beating. He gave Cody Rhodes such a beating that Cody Rhodes was bleeding. Okay,
yes,
The Rock took his hand and put it on Cody Rhodes' face, had blood on his hands, and put it on the belt. And
yes,
his belt, Cody Rhodes comes out, he takes his belt, he
Yeah.
kisses it, he
yes.
gives it to a fan. Remember in AEW you used to wear it?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And on it
So
said Mama Rhodes.
yeah, because the
He
last
put the
segment
blood on it.
he said he's gonna make
Wow.
Cody bleed and he's gonna put the blood on the belt.
Wait till you see this, because I know you're a huge CM Punk fan, Malenko.
Oh my
But
god.
because they're in Chicago, so CM Punk came out.
Uh,
Then
Yes.
Drew
Yo,
McIntyre
one
came
of the
out.
greatest promos cut in a long time.
And then Seth Rollins
Seth
came out.
Rollins
But
comes out.
the promo, Malenko, the back and forth,
Mwah.
the cutting each other off, it was like I was watching Attitude Era, and we always repeat ourselves with Attitude Era, but the
hmm
Attitude Era, just picture Stone Cold in the ring with The Rock.
Bro, we had homophobia and cursing
It was
and every
it was crazy. It
so
was crazy.
fucking CM Punk was cutting his promo and then here comes fucking the fucking Drew McIntyre and here comes CM Punk. Cut his music off. Cut his
They
music
were
off.
telling
You
each
don't
other to
want
cut their music off.
yes.
nice,
And
nice.
then he goes and sits on top of the announce table, Indian style. Drew McIntyre. He's sitting there talking
Oh,
shit to CM Punk, and CM Punk is in the ring. Like, yeah. He's like, listen, I'm not gonna fight you right now. Like, they're just going back and forth about the main event at WrestleMania. And then Seth Rollins comes out, and he's like, who do you guys think you are to fucking debate about what's going on with this title? Like, I'm the champion. And then Drew McIntyre is like, I'm the chosen one. And then CM Punk goes, oh yeah, who's the guy that chose you, huh? Say his name.
wow.
talking about Vince. Like, yo, say his name,
Just
huh?
go watch it, Malenko.
Yeah,
We're,
you have to watch it.
we're
I need
explaining
to
it to
go watch
you
it. Yeah.
like we're two excited kids that just left Toys R Us.
Yes, yes. That's how excited I was, bro. And
I
he's like,
need to go
yo,
watch it.
he's like, who made you the chosen one? Say his name. And then he goes, oh, then he disses Pat McAfee. He's like, yeah, because you had these two guys on your show. He's like, but I don't really listen because I listen to Drive Through and The Experience by Jim Cornette and whatever. So he shouts out Jim Cornette, which I thought was cool
You'll
Yeah.
love it,
because
Malenko, because of
I listen
CM
to
Punk.
it.
I know how much you love
Yeah.
CM Punk.
I
You'll love
hate
it.
CM Punk. He's never gonna wrestle. He's never gonna wrestle again, that motherfucker. So why is he on stage? That guy, he's out of shape. Oh my god. And he's just whatever. I don't want to go on a tangent of CM Punk. I'm so happy that cancer went to AEW, man. From to WWE.
Don't
Uh,
do that.
And I
so,
have a message to Big Cheese as well.
oh
I have a
boy.
message. I'll do it
Uh-oh.
official here. If
Okay.
McIntyre loses, because Big Cheese says he needs to win, or he never watching it back.
Okay.
This might be like the heat of the moment talking, but if Drew loses, I don't see the point in tuning into WWE anymore.
Oh, that's a big statement right there.
Wow.
I don't see it.
So if Drew loses, he needs to review next AEW pay-per-view with us.
I'm down.
That's my official message.
Why?
to Big
He doesn't
Cheese.
like,
That's my challenge, Big Cheese.
he doesn't like AEW?
No, he
Big
has.
Cheese?
He's not as into it as when me
Yeah.
and Malenko
Wow.
watch it.
Okay.
But he's getting. He likes the wrestling aspect of it.
Aspect of it.
I mean,
Yeah,
if Drew loses, he has no more wrestling to watch. He said it. He said it. He said it,
did.
and I don't think they're gonna make him win. I don't think so.
That's
So
what Steven said if MJF comes to WWE. He's like, I'm
That's never
watching
gonna happen.
wrestling
That's
again.
never gonna
He's like,
happen.
I'm
It's only
never
Trap
watching
that knows
wrestling
this. It's
again.
only Trap.
I told you, my sources keep telling me.
The only
that he's
people that
going-
think that is Trap and all the other trolls on Instagram. So I don't need none of that bullshit in my
But-
life. I'm changing subject, Malenko. Say what you gotta say. I'm
but
changing.
last
subject.
thing, last thing, if WWE keep going into that direction
Mhm.
and showing blood,
Yes.
promos, great wrestling,
Mhm.
MJF might look at it like, dude,
That's what I'm saying.
and
Y'all not
Cody
hearing
might
me.
have a say on it.
That's
Big
what I'm
money there. We never
saying.
know.
Y'all not-
We never know.
And Triple H is there now. There's no Vince. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I'm not
Bet-
trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like,
That's one side. That's one side.
You can't count it out because.
But AEW is MJ. I mean, if he stays on AEW, I mean, MJF is AEW. He has the best wrestlers right now
Of
on
course.
AEW. So
He does.
I think he can make that company, and that's
Yeah, he
legacy
can.
forever. I mean,
Of
that's
course.
legacy forever. When
I
you build
agree.
a
I would
company,
like that.
so
I agree.
We'll
Listen,
see.
I agree. But again, people change legacies. He might want to be like, you know what? I want to be in that WWE Hall of Fame. I like that over there.
maybe.
He might want to fight Drew McIntyre. That might be a good matchup. Or he might want to fight Gunther. CM Punk again. Come on, man. There's some good wrestlers
If
over
MJF goes there, he stop. He stop. He needs sets. He needs Seth
there.
Rollins. He need
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. He
Of
stop.
course. Yeah,
Stop,
he's top all the way.
Yeah.
But AEW does have that great roster right now. That roster is so stacked.
This roster is
It's just-
insane.
they-
And
insane.
MJF
They-
is not there.
Not
and
even there.
Kenny Omega is out.
Right. And now, too, yeah.
For a while. For a
So-
while.
The Bucks, what the Bucks are doing in AEW, I love that storyline too. They just taking that heat. People hate them, and they just playing with it. So I love the Bucks. I always love the Bucks. I always gonna love them. So that's it. That's it.
Boys, you
Andrade. You want to review the Andrade match?
No, I'm not reviewing any
No.
more wrestling. I'm
No
not
more- no
reviewing
more
that Sami
wrestling.
Zayn losing match.
Favorite person? Or what about the
Uh,
Ricochet match versus Jay McDonald?
No, but we're gonna review the album you let me sit through for an hour and 10 minutes.
Who? Me?
Yes,
I didn't let
you
you
and
sit through
Malenko.
it. I
Malenko
didn't
messaged
let
me.
you sit through it.
Malenko messaged me and said, "Steven, we need to review the Future album.
I wasn't expecting that because
We
I
need
didn't
to.
want to review. I didn't want to review
We
the
need
Future album.
we need to review the Future and Metro Booming album." So
We
Yeah.
need to.
So you both
Ah.
made me sit through it. You
No,
both
don't
made
say
me
you
sit
both.
through an 1 hour album of Future with 17 songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was disgusted.
Okay. Malenko, I'm gonna let you, since it was
Yeah,
your
you gotta start,
brilliant idea.
Malenko. It was
You're
your
gonna
idea,
start.
Malenko.
You're
You
gonna
gotta
start it
start.
off.
So yeah, it was my idea because this is the album. I mean, we
Okay.
have the history of Metro Boomin in Future, so this is the mainstream album that's coming up lately. I think if you argue with anyone else on what's the biggest album mainstream wise for this year, is probably this one. It's probably this one or 21 Savage.
Oh no, there's a J.
Uh-huh.
Cole coming out eventually.
Yeah,
but
no, but
continue.
I'm talking what has come out, right?
yes.
What has come out.
Absolutely.
And I mean they have the biggest song in rap right now with the Kendrick Lamar verse. So we have no choice. I mean, we have no choice. I thought at first listen like the five or six first songs, I'm like, maybe Steven's not gonna hate this that much. And then to slime in to the rest of the album, I'm like, oh, Steven's gonna have a difficulty listen to this. But you know why I made you listen to this?
Go for it. Explain.
The
I don't.
because one of your favorite rappers ever is all over this album.
He's on one song.
No, you're one of your favorite rapper ever, Prodigy.
Oh yes. Okay.
Fuck, come on, allume, mon gars.
Okay. Which
Dude.
means lighten up, I think, in French. No?
Allume, yeah, that's wake the fuck up.
Can I say something about that before you continue?
That's an iconic interview. Go ahead.
Yes, it's a very iconic interview. I just really hope. I'm just saying this. Maybe I'm being a hater. Maybe I'm not being a hater. But maybe I'm just speaking my mind. But do those two guys really have they really listened to Prodigy, or are they just using that interview? That's all I'm saying. Malenko, you can continue.
No, it's funny because
that's a good question. That's a legitimate question.
you know what I thought me of the album? I'm like, if Prodigy knew about Future and Metro Boomin, that clip would probably be like at them. You know what I mean? Like talking about corny rappers and people don't listen to you in this. That is not really an interview. It's just a clip of Prodigy in his car. I think he's rolling a blunt. I've seen that clip in a long time, but him speaking about it. But
you know who used that already, right?
For
the Prodigy clip.
No, who?
Rock Marciano.
Rock Marcy, huh?
Yeah, the intro to Marsburg. No, I'm a liar. The intro to what's the intro he used it for? He used it for the one before Mount Marcy. Hold on, let me get it. But yeah, he used that already. And so many other people have used Prodigy. Marcialago. There we go. It was Marcialago.
Okay.
Yes, he used it on the intro for Marcialago.
Shit, I don't remember. I love Marcialago too. But yeah, so and he sampled the Mobb Deep song as well on this. So I mean,
that was great. That was good.
I wanted you to listen to this because with so much on underground, and lately underground has been just pumping out 30-minute album with. I mean, okay.
Wait till I show you the list of everything that's coming out. But yes, continue.
So for me, and especially with the Blue Lips coming through, I needed some movement in my stuff. So, man, I feel like I'm gonna say this: whatever Metro Boomin asked people like to pay up for his beats, I don't know how much he asked for, okay? But no money in the world can pay you trap beats like this, dog. Yeah, he's the best. I think he's the best, and that's like no one is near close of the quality of Metro Boomin beats. And this is just, I mean, another. I think Metro Boomin got so many people thinking it's easy to make trap beats all over the world, and we have kids in the fucking basement in their mom's house trying to do trap beats, and they put out, and you listen to this and you're like, yes, this is quality music. Like, trap beats are not easy, man. And Future to me has always been the king of that ignorant rap. Is my favorite mumble rap, or the one, how you want to call it. I have two favorites. I have Kodak Black and Future, and those guys to me always kill it. It's not about always the lyrics. So I get it. People don't like him because he's not lyrical. It's fuck it. I understand that, but you're not there really for the lyrics. It's more for the vibe of the whole song. So I enjoy this album. I mean, it's a lot of songs though. I'm not gonna say I liked every song, but I enjoyed this album. It make me smile like a motherfucker.
The whole 17 songs.
No, not the whole 17 songs.
Okay, thank you. You're not listening to this album again this year.
Yes.
The whole thing, all 17?
All 17? No. No, not.
And you were able to sit through this whole thing?
Yeah, I listened to this morning at 8 a.m. I was bumping this shit, laughing at Fried. I love Fried. Fry is one of my favorite song on this. Is the most ignorant shit you can hear of. It's simple, straight to the point. Type shit with Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi. Oh my god, dude. Ice Attack is insane. Young Metro is insane. Magic Don Juan, when that beat switched to Princess Diana, hard. Um, yeah, fuck. I love Ain't No Love. I love that song. Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross, unbelievable song. GTA, I didn't care for it, but yeah, no, I like this album a lot. I mean, I ask people to put respect on Metro Boomin's name. That's the only thing. These are hard beats to do.
Trap, I want your opinion before I go in.
I just like the music on it. Really, like I'm not really too big on Future, so I'm not even gonna hold you and be like, "Oh, I was looking forward to it." Like I like some of his stuff, but listening to the album, I'm just like, all right, I get the gist of it. But I agree, Metro Boomin is a good quality producer. He gets down on those trap beats. Him and 21 Savage, I love when him and 21 Savage get together. Him and Future together is always gonna, be magic for the people that like that. So that's all. That's all I got for it. I didn't really. I'm not gonna go and listen to it again. I went and listened to it, of course, for the Kendrick verse that everybody's been talking about, which was phenomenal. That beat was phenomenal. And that's it. That's it. That's how I feel about it.
Is Trap, is this far in Future's career, making another album like this? Is this gonna be an album that stands out amongst the other ones that he's put out?
Well, you have to ask his fans. His fans are saying, "Yeah, this is the one. This is the one this year." So I don't know. I can't. I'm not a
I
Future
think
fan.
so. I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I'm not a Future fan like that. So I can't tell you.
And Future's fans are able to consume 1 hour and 17 songs of music.
Yes, yes. There are people that listen to Future. They love Future. Yes.
Okay. Look, you guys forced me, both of you, to go listen to this.
No,
Maybe
don't
not
say
Trap.
both.
Okay, I won't call out Trap, Malenko. I sat through I sat through the album, unfortunately,
I
on
just
a
make you
Sunday.
watch Raw and SmackDown. That's what I did.
So I sat through the album, unfortunately, because there was high praise for it. There was the Kendrick diss that we'll get into after. But you're right, Malenko, about Metro Booming is production value. I'm not gonna take that away from him. It's kind of always the same, I find, again, but he stands out amongst the other ones. There's more of a quality effect to how he produces his beats versus the other people.
Right.
Now, I'm not gonna take away from producers. There's always something. I find that there's always something missing in a trap beat. There's that extra that I'm looking for in a trap beat. Maybe that's just me because of what music I listen to, right? You know.
Yep.
But
okay, go ahead.
But Future, this late in his career, to me, doesn't stand out. It's not standing out to me anymore. Because I find that he's put out so much projects that sound the same, okay? And he only really has one really good standalone album, and that's DS2. And once he put out that, I found it was harder to listen to his albums as they go, because I was always gravitated back to DS2. Now there is some songs on here that I'm like, yeah, this is the Future that could go up against DS2. Like the song Like That. That's something I want to hear from Future. Whether you have Kendrick Lamar on it or not, that's a Future song I want to hear. But does the album really stand the test of time with Future? Is it really gonna be an album that's gonna be like, wow? Again, it's 17 songs. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm as dumb and stupid as the kids now. I don't want 17 songs. I don't want 1 hour albums. I want
It's
10,
over for you, huh?
10 to 12
Yeah,
songs of
that's
just
it.
35 to 40 minutes.
Damn. And you know what? I thought I was the same, and the last two 1 hour albums, I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Well,
And
you are driving to work for an hour and a half daily.
yeah, but I listened to like I just enjoyed it as well. I listened to it on my downtime anyways. So I don't know. I there's something to it more. I like an hour album now. I kind of I
Really?
feel like yeah, because 30 minutes like Crime Apple come out with a new thing, right?
Hmm.
Did you listen to it? Let him
Yes.
cook, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a yeah, you listen to it, Trap.
yeah.
I like it. I enjoy it, but it has no spinal cord.
I know what you mean.
I know
There's
what
no
you're
spinal
saying.
cord. It's
I
just
know
10
what you
tracks.
mean.
Substance. Okay? 30 minutes. There's no spinal cord to that album. There's no
That I think you're out of your mind
it's
when
10
you say that.
songs. Is an intro, there's a spoken word thing, whatever. We're not gonna get into it that much, but to me it was okay. Like
Yeah, but okay.
there was not much substance in it. No pun intended. I just needed more. The 1 hour it gives me more. I don't know. It just gives me more ways to go through it and give me a cool story about it. So I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I think by listening so much of the underground and the loops and all that, I think I was missing some beats like this. I think I was missing that thump. So for me, when I hear you, Steven, say, okay, it doesn't give me, I think it's the same thing. But underground songs, there's like 3 minute songs with the same loop, with the same 4 bars repeated the whole time.
But I think I okay, not that I think, I know. The
Yeah.
artist on that song is
Mm-hmm.
giving you a lot more substance to the song itself. He's giving you more to pay attention to.
It's
He's giving you
tough.
more to go back,
It's tough.
and when an artist like that, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
a loop or whatever. Anyways, so I'm not getting into production because I know squat diddly about it, but that artist himself is giving you a lot more to pay attention to. He's giving you a
Like
lot
Ransom and
more.
Nicholas Craven.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more. You could actually take a song and
Bodie
break it
James and
down,
Alchemist. Or
right?
Bodie James and Nicholas Craven.
You could break
Even
all
though
that
his
stuff.
mm-hmm.
You could break it
Like
down. You every lyric, every bar, every cadence, every flow. It gives you so much more. I get you, Malenko, that you're
Mm-hmm.
enjoying this because you were listening to too much of the rest, and that's fine.
It's not that it's tough for me to always just listen to. I think some of they always rap about the. If you compare one and the other, they always rapping about the same thing,
mm,
one side or another.
yeah.
It's how they
Don't you?
give it. It's how they give you the. It's how they give you
Yeah.
the project. It's how they give you their point of view.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more to that sound, and I'm happy you're touching on this. It's actually super interesting because when I listen to it, I kind of it's like peeling an orange, peeling a potato, whatever
Mm-hmm.
the reference is. But it's kind of like, what are these people like? The difference between the artists, that's what makes a lot of it more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like this artist is going to be super different than this. Whether they're talking about the same thing, they're talking about it in a different way.
Yeah.
It just makes it more interesting. There's a like, let's be honest, you're not going to watch the same movie 1,000 times,
No.
right? But if you're
Yeah.
going to
No.
watch different
Yeah.
movies that kind of have maybe the same, like it's like a comedy. Sorry, it's like a comedy. Comedy movies, it's funny. You're there to laugh
Mm-hmm.
about it, but it's how they give you the story that's gonna make it set itself apart from the other comedy movie you watch. Just look at Judd Apatow movies or Adam Sandler movies or
Yeah.
Jim Carrey movies. Those movies, yeah, they're comedy movies. You're going into them to laugh, but it's how they brought it to you. It's how they created to you that makes you laugh differently. I don't know if people are gonna
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you
I
guys
understand what you're
understand what I
saying.
say. that's what these albums like Future don't do to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
just me. Maybe I'm just becoming old and obnoxious and just
No,
don't.
no, it's. I mean, it's
No,
different opinions. It's
But I'm
totally.
happy.
it's
I'm
not
happy,
that.
Malenko, that you are getting your
No,
Malenko
it's not that at
2024.
all. I understand that like what he's playing because like I don't just listen to that one style either. Like I listen to trap music and other music too here and there. Like I balance it out. But
Yeah.
I'm just not really a huge fan of Future. Do I know some of his songs? Listen to some of his songs,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
Do I listen to Migos? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do listen to a lot of that stuff because I need that balance sometimes. Like if I'm going out, I need that. I like that type of energy. It's great for me. But sometimes I need to listen to this. Sometimes I need to listen to R&B. Sometimes I need to get into my 2010 to 2015 pop bag. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Or
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
no, not even that, even further than that, 2006 pop bag with Katy
Yeah.
Perry and like Lady Gaga was going fucking crazy. And the Black Eyed Peas. And you had all of these great pops. Yo, that pop era was so insane,
Was
bro.
insane. Yeah.
Fucking, it was fucking insane. Like,
Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, the
yo,
ones you
Lady
mentioned.
Gaga,
Who was
yo,
the
the
other one?
Black. It was
Man,
so many. Fucking Amy Winehouse, my girl Lily Allen, Kesha. It was so many of
Yeah,
them
it's true.
during that era. Like that. So that pop era was crazy. So
and
fucking Fergie,
to
you
your
couldn't
point,
escape it.
Trap, and I understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
I do the same thing as you. I do the same thing as Malenko,
Yeah.
but I'm a lot more selective on the
Oh
artist I
yes,
choose. Right?
absolutely. Same.
More selective.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you? I really want to like Future's new
Me
album.
too. No, I really want to like it too. Like I never, you gotta understand. Like he has his cult fans. Like I know a lot of his fans. Like, but me personally, I just never really got into it. Like his fans know him from the mixtape days, from 56 Nights, and all of this. Like, so he has a. The reason he is who he is because he already built that cult following from the
Yeah.
underground and the mixtapes. So don't he's like the how can I say it? The trap version of I want to say he's like the trap superstar. Like he can just
Hmm.
put out whatever. His fans are going to enjoy it, and
Mm-hmm.
he's always going to be him, which is cool. Me personally, I just can't get into it like that, which is fine. And like when I have these conversations with people that are fans of him like that, when I tell them to listen to the stuff I listen to, they don't get into it. They just don't like it no more. Which
Mm-hmm.
and I just be like, you know what? Is it this a disconnect happens somewhere? Because like they don't listen to the Rome Streets, they don't listen to the Bodie James, they don't listen to Conway. Like they might listen to Benny here and there, but when I bring up these guys, Freddie Gibbs and all of these, that
Mm-hmm.
they don't. They rather listen to old rap that sounds like that. Be like, oh, I like that, but I'd be like, yo, these guys sound like that. Why don't you give these guys a chance? But they
Influenced.
don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Influenced.
But I feel like what happened was that shift between when radio and internet happened, and like it made people just follow what the trend is. So nobody actually listens to music because they like it necessarily. It's like, what's the hottest trend now?
Yeah. But yeah,
So that's why it's
I
hard
get it.
now.
Mm-hmm.
But
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 yeah,
yeah,
they don't listen. Yeah, they don't listen to like a
Metro
lot of this
Boomin
stuff.
killed this
But
album
Metro
though.
Boomin did kill it though.
Man,
I
he
can't
did
lie, he
that
killed that
everyday
album.
hustle, that song with Rick Ross, that soul sample that he did.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Like
because he doesn't do soul samples really.
no, and you know why he did that? I think so.
Because Hit Boy dissed him.
Ah, there you go, Trav.
I
Yeah,
know.
for
I think
Hit
I know
Boy.
why he did that. Because
He
Hit
for
Boy dissed
sure.
him.
It was for sure for that. I'm for sure
Yeah.
for that. When that song started, I was
Hmm.
like, there you go, Hit Boy. Take that shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that
But
was
I'm glad to see he could do that though.
he
Because
should do more.
yeah.
I'm gonna correct both of you. He did that on Savage Mode 2 with 21 Savage.
Okay.
He did a one cut, yeah,
And
but it
and
wasn't
that's some of
that
his
soulful though.
and that's some of his best.
But
Metro Booming 21 Savage, I'm gonna go out and say this right now, and everybody can go fuck themselves. Some of his best
oh
production
no, I
on that
believe.
Savage Mode 2.
Yeah,
End of
Me
story.
personally, I always like when Metro Boomin and 21 Savage get together. I always think they make good from Savage Mode 1, 2 to
yeah.
whatever. I think they were good. So no
I
argument
think
there.
on it like this album for me is like really just Metro Boomin. That guy is elite. I think people
Mhm.
forget he's elite. I think he's
You
gonna
forget.
mark this era big time. I think he already did, but and my favorite thing about this album is just how he goes into different bags. So we talk about the soulful, and then
Mhm.
on Friday he did like a 2010 trap beat that
Mhm.
I'll enjoy the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
I mean let's talk about like that. Let's talk about like that. That beat is insane.
Yes.
Who uses those horns like that? That's
Mhm.
old school. And he
I
flipped it
know.
to
He flipped it.
a
Best track,
nice track.
production wise, on the album.
Yeah.
Best track.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
Ice Attack is insane. But whatever, let's go. Let's
so
go.
Malenko, you said you want to talk about like that.
Yeah.
The reason why we want to talk about like that, but because apparently Kendrick Lamar dissed
There's no
J. Cole.
apparently, dog.
Hold on.
There's
J.
no
Cole
apparently, dog. There's
and
no apparently.
J. Cole and Trap's favorite rapper Drizzy Drake.
My favorite rapper. Whoa. That's the news to me.
But you know this old album, We Don't Trust You, is a diss. The Drake.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I love. Look, I'm a sucker for diss songs and I'm a sucker for diss verses. Okay? When Kendrick Lamar goes on a track, and I gotta say, props to Kendrick Lamar because he is always so selective of who he does a feature on.
Yeah.
And when he gets with Future, I love it. I don't know why, but it stands
I
out
don't know
so
what
much
it is. It's always
because
great.
it doesn't fit, but it fits.
Mhm.
And Kendrick Lamar on a trap beat is so interesting to me. It's more of
Mhm.
like, what can he do? And he always comes out on top on this, and the bars that he gives and the diss. He's basically dissing them every
Mhm.
single bar,
Right.
every single bar, and his references to these disses. It when I say apparently, you damn right he's dissing Drake and J. Cole. Now, is it a diss so that they can come back at him and there could be a nice friendly competition? With
Yes.
J. Cole, I think so. With the other dude,
What's your favorite rapper?
I'm not sure.
Mm.
You know he's my favorite rapper, and I love the way he dresses. It's so weird.
No, I'm talking about Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite rapper Drake.
Yeah,
He
of
dresses
course.
so weird. But it's got Drake is the type of guy to give you a diss, but he's very subtle when he disses
He's
you.
gonna
It's like,
dish you on Instagram.
yes, he's gonna diss you in the song, but it's gonna be like he's gonna throw a jab at you, and because he doesn't want it to be a big thing, but he's trying to make it into a big thing. But everybody always finds it, and everybody always says, "Well, this is
Mhm.
a diss to this and this person." J. Cole, I'll never mention you by name, so you're always gonna. It's hints of him dissing
Mhm.
you. Kendrick Lamar just comes on a song and just basically fucking destroys you and tells you he calls you out in a way that everybody knows it's towards you.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or right?
Fuck the big three. It's just big meat.
Yeah, that's the
What?
big ass line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's one thing that people always misunderstood about Kendrick that make it such a big deal when it's not such a big deal.
Is that he can rap?
Huh?
Is that he can rap, right?
Yeah, that and like
I,
he doesn't diss like his
yeah.
disses, but it's all competition. Fuck.
Yeah.
People are so like when the control verse, that was to me the biggest like guys, are you hearing what he says? He says, I got love for you all, but I'm
Right.
trying to murder you. Like
Right.
he just said he got love for them all. Like it's just competition, dog. It's
It's funny you
just
said that
competition.
because I feel like that with J. Cole when people all of a sudden be like, "Yo, J. Cole," and I'm like, "Have y'all not known he's been this nice all this time?" I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Where have you been?" Like, this is like, I'm not saying I'm not surprised. Like, I love it, but I'm like, this is J. Cole. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
when I see people always like being like, "Oh, like J. Cole, he rapping," I'm like, he's always been like that. Like, where have you been? Did you not listen to Born Sinner? Like, this is J. Cole. Like,
Yeah.
have you not heard Friday Night Lights? Like, have you heard the mixtape? Like, what are we doing? I just feel like people wait until other people tell them to be like, but I'm like, have you actually listened to J. Cole? Like, he can rap.
Yeah, no, but
He never been a person to really get outshine on the record. Like, they're
the
gonna know who's there.
The lines that K Dot uses on this, man,
Yeah,
is so sick, man.
I
So
know.
sick. That Mike
Yeah,
Jack line, that
yeah,
the Prince outlive Mike Jack, that's a straight shoot at
yeah.
Drake. Man. And your
I
best work
love
is
it.
a light pack. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. You just
For all
killing
the
him, huh?
dogs, for all your dogs is buried. They're
That was
gonna
my
see Pet
favorite.
Sim. They're gonna see Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I don't know. The guy is another level, man.
Yeah.
I don't think none of them is gonna respond to this shit.
Well, Drake responded at a show dressed totally weird. Did you see that video I sent you? He was.
I've seen it.
What is he wearing?
I don't
It's like
know.
he's wearing super tight NASCAR racer
I don't know
clothes.
what he's wearing.
But anyways, he dissed him, saying that he basically not. He didn't diss him. He just made a stupid comment. But anyways, he's not in those two rappers league at all by far. So what I'd like to see is J. Cole come back at him, and it could just be a nice friendly competition for the
Yeah,
next
that's
maybe
it.
2-3 songs, 4 songs.
Mhm.
But that it would be just amazing because they're both
Mhm.
elite MCs and they both have done super well for themselves
Right.
based on their lyricism and their
And their records.
yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they have good albums. You gotta understand, you're talking about two guys that have good discography and are really good rappers. Like you can't deny J. Cole, you can't deny Kendrick Lamar. Like one won a Pulitzer Prize for an album for God's sake, and the other one got praised for having no features on a fucking perfect album, 2014 Hills Drive. So like these two guys are cemented.
Mm-hmm.
They already
Mhm.
cemented their legacy in their own way. Like everybody's gonna talk about Drake because he's the biggest star and all that they can say that, but these two guys cemented their legacy. They have their fan base, and you can't deny it. And like when they come, and I like how they do it. They come when they're ready to drop. You're gonna wait, and when they're here, you're gonna be excited for it. You're gonna just get the music, and then they're gonna go disappear, which I think is great. We don't need to know everything about you. Remember that era when you didn't know it? I think that's what's missing, and this is why you don't like a lot of the celebrities or artists no more because you know too much about them. Like I
Yeah.
don't need to know anything about you. I just want to hear the music. I don't really care about anything else. Just give me the music. I'm going to, as long as you give me enough to listen to, I don't care how long you take. But then when you come back, just make sure it's good again. And that's all I ask for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause you ever notice they're not even on social media. Like, you never see Kendrick Lamar or J.
No.
Cole, anything.
No.
There's always fucking Drake in the headlines with fucking stupid shit trying to be relevant, fucking talking to underage girls. Then he fucking, oh, my fucking penis slipped on the internet. Oh, now,
Yeah.
like, what are we doing? Just fucking give me the music. He's just, you know what it is? He's distracting us because he gave us bullshit from with all the dogs and all that other shit he put out. So now he got to try to keep himself relevant. So he want to be in the fucking news all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. Go a fucking way.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think he should go away for a while. Like that's it. Go away for a while. We don't need to hear from you. You have enough music. Like because
Just
J.
work on
Cole,
an album. Just
yeah,
work
just
on
work on
album and
a
give us
good album.
something. A good album. I haven't listened to
Yeah,
a Drake
me
album
neither.
in
I don't know when is the last time I
the
listened to a Drake
last time
album.
I heard a full Drake album on release. It was
Hmm.
More Life, and I said
See,
never again.
look, see, at least you see.
That was an
You,
insult. That was
yeah,
insulting.
you.
And then a double album with Scorpion. Are you crazy?
Oh
I'm
my
never.
God, that was the last time I listened. I was like, oh my God, I'm not doing this.
Nobody's gonna speak about Scorpion in a
Yeah,
couple years. Right?
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. And but he did this to himself because you know why? He oversaturated himself, wanting to try to be all. Let me do this. Let me try this. It's okay to work on your craft.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar are showing you that. Who cares if they drop every 5 years or they don't drop whenever you want them to drop? When they come, guess what happens? They shake the fucking earth. Don't you realize that? Every time they come, they shake the fucking rap world.
Yeah.
Every time.
Mm. Oh,
That should be the
I
blueprint.
love it,
Like,
man. I love it.
yeah, I love it.
I love what Kendrick did on this. He had fun
I know, right?
for Future and Metro Boomin to have Kendrick on their song is like is a home run.
It's a
They
home
knew
run.
it. They knew it, and with a
And they're gonna
title
play this
like
in
"We
the
Don't
club.
Trust You." I mean,
Yep.
this is huge, man. This is huge. This is
Because
huge.
you got to understand why this is huge, because you got Future fans and then you got Kendrick Lamar fans. So this is going to play in a club all around.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
great.
For sure. And back
Great.
then, Future
Mhm.
did the verse for J Rock as
Right.
well on that. That was like
Mhm.
that got everybody crazy. Like
Everybody
Future,
crazy. He knows.
man, Future
Yeah.
doesn't give enough. I think
He doesn't get
I
enough
don't
credit. I
yeah.
agree.
And I'm not much of a fan. I mean,
Mhm.
on everything he dropped lately, I haven't listened to nothing. Like Andric, Super Slimy, I didn't like. Beast Mode 2, I
Right.
didn't like. Future Andric
Right.
present The Wizard, I didn't like.
Mhm.
All his like 6 last album, I didn't listen to it. So
Right.
for him to wait 2 years, come up with We Don't Trust You, it probably the second part coming through. I'm gonna listen to it for sure. But this is a big album for me. I like this album.
So Malenko, what's your score? What's your score on this? We usually give scores at the end of our reviews. Go.
If I give it a score, there would be a nice 7.
Okay.
Okay.
You
was-
were gonna
I'm at
scare
it.
me there. So okay,
No,
7.
there's some songs that I'm never gonna go back to. Like Slimed In, I didn't like. Claustrophobic, I didn't like. Uh, uh, what else? GTA, Seen It All. Like the not Seen It All, but GTA. You don't fuck. Uh, what the fuck you mean? And Where My Twin. That's a bonus. Those are songs that I never like. But the rest, I mean, Fried. I listen to Fried all the time. I listen to Fried all the time. I love that shit. I love that ignorant shit, man.
I'll go back and listen because you're trying to sell it to me. I know you're trying to do that.
I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. Like I mean, it's so simple, but it just hits you like that. And Ice Attack to me, that switch is out of this world, man. That's classic Future stuff.
Trap, you?
I give it a cool 6.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, it's just okay with me. But no, I'm not really gonna go back and listen to that album
Mhm.
again. So.
Okay. I'm
You?
guessing I can't rate it. I listened to it once. On my first listen, it's a -1.
Mhm.
Kidding.
Oh my god, it's
no.
like
No,
a
on my
4.
first listen to, I give it a solid 2.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, I listened to it once. I'm not gonna go back and
Yeah.
listen to it. I can't.
Right.
Sorry.
Next time you're in my car, I would
We're
slip.
gonna play it.
I'm sure I would slip like Ice Attack, and you see me react to that, and you will like it.
Mhm.
I'll
So
go back
Mickey-
and listen when I'm in a mood. When I
So
just
Mickey
I wanna...
Diamond is not gonna put Gone in 60 Seconds on streaming.
Sorry?
I don't think so.
I said Mickey Diamond is not gonna put
Yeah,
Gone
where
in
is
60
that?
Seconds
It was
on.
supposed to come out
It was
March
supposed to come
15th.
out. Remember?
March
Yeah.
15th.
Right. I
March
remember that.
15th. I'm
Mhm.
happy you brought that up. You want to know why I'm happy you brought that up?
Because I thought about that the other day. I'm like, yo, I was looking forward to that.
Yes, and I can only listen to it on YouTube.
Right. And I'm upset about
And
that.
I have the CD here, right here, still wrapped, and I ain't gonna open it, so there's no other
What
way
is
of
it?
listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
What CD? Oh, Gone in 60
Yeah.
Seconds?
Yeah. So,
Mm-mm.
but speaking of Mickey Diamond's Gone in 60 Seconds, before we get out of here, I want to ask you guys, there's a lot of hip hop coming out. What are you guys
Yeah.
waiting for? What's something that's on your list that you cannot wait to come out? Because so far, what are we?
Ooh. Me,
What-
I can't wait for that J. Cole, because that snippet that he put, and then with that at the end when he did the Dipset "I'm Ready" beat, bro, my head said, I was like, holy shit, I gotta find that again. I hope Steven heard it. I was like, this is gonna be insane. So I'm waiting for the full law from J. Cole. I'm definitely waiting for that. I know J Rock is supposed to be coming.
Yes, J Rock is supposed to be coming.
He's supposed to be coming. I was excited for Schoolboy Q, but then I was just like, I don't know. I'm glad you didn't have me on to do that album.
No, it was
I
a
don't
special
know.
edition
It
Malenko.
was, yeah, it was. Oh, I'm glad I watched it. I just was like, I was sitting there talking to you like I was there, like, oh my God, I don't know.
I
Schoolboy
ain't
Q is my dog, bro, but I don't know what's going on. So, but who else I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Conway. He's dropping another project.
He's dropping a side B to
Side B.
Won't He Do It? Is that what's the
Won't
name
he
of the
do
album?
it? Yeah, won't he do it? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm mad Benny's not doing too much promotion for his album. Maybe it's
He's
just
on
me.
tour.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
good.
on tour. He's on
All
tour.
right, good.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure, good, because I feel like his album was pretty good, and I feel like I should hear it more, or people should be talking about it.
People went way too hard on that album. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
I
so
don't
wrong
know
about the
why, but
album,
yeah,
man.
the
It's a
album was
great
a
album.
yeah, it's a great commercial. It's what you expect from
It's
your first commercial album
it's a great album. I
from an
still
album that's somebody that's not really commercial. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's a
It
great
grew
album.
on me. Like I have it in my car and I go through it
Yeah,
all the time.
I go through it all the time. I love it.
Me too.
Okay, shut
Yeah, the
up.
Benny
I'll
album
go
is
back and
good.
listen. Just
But it's
throwing
just not
jabs.
Oh, but we weren't saying it towards you, but I'm just saying it.
yeah.
You
It's
know,
not
the
just
Benny,
you. A lot of I've seen
yeah, a
a
lot of
lot of
people,
critics
yeah.
on it. Yeah.
I'll go back.
They keep saying, oh, they want the old Benny. Then he does the old Benny. Then they go, oh, he sounds the same. It's like, what do you want?
It's the same.
You either want him on Derringer beats
Yeah.
only, or you don't. Like,
Yeah.
stop it,
Yeah.
stop it. I
I
don't know.
totally
People
agree
complain
with
so
that
much.
because it's like the West Side Gun when he released his new
Yeah,
album. You're like, yeah, but he gave you 18 albums of all
yes,
him. Go listen to all him.
exactly, right, exactly.
That's it. He let him do something new. It wasn't that new. I don't know what's
Yeah,
that
I don't
bad
know
of it.
what's that. Yeah, I
It's
don't know
just a
what's that
cleaner
bad.
sound. I mean, okay.
Yeah,
Me,
and it's
the
Hit Boy and
album,
Alchemist.
yeah, the album that I'm waiting the most. Steven, you sent me the post of it. Muddy Waters 2 is coming out this
Fuck
year.
off.
Yeah,
Yo,
stop
Redman,
stop
if you
stop it,
listen, Redman,
dude.
go
You gotta
back,
stop.
go back, Redman, listen to me, okay? All the old episodes of Steven the All Time, but if you go through it, I have the blueprint laid out for you, and you're gonna have the best Muddy Waters 2 album you're gonna get ever. I want to hear Stove God Cook again.
Oh,
Stove God cooks,
Jesus.
and I got
Oh man, I
because
can't wait for him to come, yo.
Take the week off.
because of Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, and that everyday Stove God and Metro Boomin album would be the greatest shit ever.
Oh, that would be.
I
It will
totally
That
agree
would
with you.
definitely be because you hear how he sounds on Trapaholic beats
Ugh.
on the West Side Gun album. They
Yep.
can't tell you. Imagine him on
Yeah.
that would go up.
Yeah.
That would definitely
He was
go
on
up.
he was on a couple of trap beats. Well, he was on the French
That's
Montana
what I'm
mixtape.
saying.
He was on what's that Joe Montana song? There's a Joe Montana song that's on his
Yeah,
Apple.
that was not a good song.
I
That was not a
loved.
good
I used to
song.
play that song so loud in the car I couldn't hear the song.
I didn't
That's
like
how-
that song. I really didn't like it.
He was on who else's album? He was on somebody else's album. Another
yeah.
trap beat, and he killed it.
If he gave, I like the whole time listening to Everyday Hustle, I was like, if Stove God would get on this with Future, forget about it. That would be the
Yo,
best
that would
thing.
be insane.
So that's for me. That's my dream. I will take Metro Boomin and put him with Stove God, and that would be
Yeah.
probably the greatest. Rock
Mhm.
Marciano next album. I can't
Oh.
wait to hear it. I haven't listened to the single. J Rock as well. I haven't listened to the single, but I can't wait to listen.
Man, it's coming out. When is it coming out? This week? Next week?
I don't know. I
It
tried
should
to
be. I
listen
don't
to
know.
nothing about it.
Oh, it's coming. It's
gotta
coming
look
out.
up, man.
Yeah.
It's coming out.
So
The
yeah,
song is "That's the Game."
That's the game.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I listened to that
that's-
earlier.
yeah, that's the Stove God. Yeah,
Yeah.
He was also French Montana trap beat. Yeah, he was on a couple of that song "Mellow Chip and a Brick." Oh fuck.
Mhm.
Ugh.
I would love to hear Schoolboy Q and Stove God Cooks because of the Lost Times. Because Schoolboy Q at the beginning of that sounds exactly like Stove God, exactly like him. Yeah, that's for me. What's for you, Steven? The albums you.
Man, that Raz Fresco and Danielson.
Oh,
Mm.
that's who looking for?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna be something crazy. The song I don't listen to singles. I started doing the Malenko thing. I don't listen to
Yeah.
anything that comes out. That song that they put together was amazing.
Mm.
Amazing. I can't remember the name of the song for the life of me, but it was really, really good.
That can be a great.
Raz
yeah.
Fresco and Danielson,
Yeah.
that's what I love. It's two different sounding artists together. It's gonna be
Mhm.
crazy. It's gonna be
Yep.
crazy. There's the Future Wave and Este Knack that came out, but it's only on Bandcamp. I'm gonna wait
I
for it to
gotta
come out
listen to that.
on CD to listen to that.
Mhm.
There's a single that dropped not too
Yeah.
long ago featuring Rome Streets.
Yeah, I haven't listened to
I
it.
got
Yet.
that. I got that single. Yeah.
There's the Eddie Kane and Big Ghost. Their second
Yeah.
album together. There's the Vega 7, the Ronin, and Body Bag Ben, if I'm not mistaken. That's the producer's name. Malenko, we're gonna have to do a full episode on this album.
Oh, which one?
Mooch and DJ
Oh,
Muggs.
Mooch. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo.
I can't wait for that. Yo, I listened to the 2 singles that he
Don't
put
tell me
out.
anything. Don't tell me anything. Trap.
Bro, you didn't hear the 2 singles?
Nope.
Bro, all 2 of those singles is never mind. Yo, when I tell you Mooch is never mind. I'm not gonna say. You said don't tell you nothing. I'm not gonna tell you.
Look,
bro, amazing. Bro, I'm glad you brought that up. Yo, I wanted to say that too. Like, yo, you haven't heard the Muggs and Mooch, the singles they've been putting out. Yo, Belly.
I didn't hear it.
That's another. Oh God.
I want to give a shout out to Mooch, Riggs and Mooch, because for those 2 dudes and to be working with DJ Muggs, that's something.
It ain't ready. That's
huge.
another one. It ain't ready. That's another one. Like, bro, he got singles, bro.
Like, those 2 to be working with DJ Muggs, that's something. I love that they're doing that. I love
Mooch
that DJ
Moses. That's my favorite one out of all of Mooch Moses.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say no more.
Mooch is something, man.
Mooch is something, bro. Mooch is something, bro. Shout
And
out
I
to
think one of
Mooch.
the featurings on the album is Riggs. Riggs has not been doing music for the last year, maybe a bit more than that, because of the issues he's had with his voice. Man, when that guy comes back, Malenko, you know how much I've been on Riggs for a couple of years, for a good 4 or 5 years, man. Those 2 together,
Amazing.
Next level. If I can get another album with those 2 with Big Ghost, close out the year. Put out the album. I don't want to hear anything else. Just lock me in a room with that album. That's it. That's it. I guess that's it. Anybody else want to add anything before we jump out of here? Did I miss anything? Am I lost?
No, you're good.
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Malenko has a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck. It's an hour 12. Jesus.
I am your host, the Ayatollah Hip Hop, the whole damn show, the Radar Podcaster, and one half of the Tag Team Champions of the World. With my co-host tonight,
I'm here, the co-host, the editor, the producer, the co-director, the everything, the title man. Peace out, Milenko. I'm here.
that.
Man, and of course it's the showstopper, the man, the myth, the legend, the other half of the podcast Tag Team Champions of the World, aka the best in the world, aka the Black Eric Bischoff. Is Trap all time, and we hope you had a wonderful, amazing time with us on this episode. And if you didn't, we have 2 words for you.
Guns
Good
up.
night.